Subscribe now for daily exclusive fanfiction and comment below with your dream scenarios for future stories. In this enticing saga, be prepared for explosive passions, dark secrets, and a battle for love that will change everything. The sun dipped low in the sky, casting long shadows over Mystic Falls as Elena stood at the edge of the woods, her heart racing. She could feel the weight of the ancient artifact hidden among the trees, its presence a whisper that beckoned her closer. Beside her, Damon leaned against a tree, his dark eyes glinting with mischief and desire. She felt drawn to him like a moth to a flame, the tension between them palpable. You know, Elena, there are secrets in these woods that even you haven't uncovered, Damon said, his voice low and enticing. He took a step closer, his warm breath brushing against her cheek, igniting a fire deep within her. She was torn between the thrill of their shared history and the nagging feeling that something dangerous was brewing. As they ventured deeper into the forest, the air thick with anticipation, they stumbled upon the ancient artifact, beautifully carved stone pulsating with a strange energy. Elena's fingers brushed against it, sending a jolt of electricity through her veins. In that moment, she felt a dark presence lurking just beyond her reach, a warning that they should turn back. But curiosity and passion drew her in. Meanwhile, Stefan watched from a distance, his heart heavy as he realized the bond between Elena and Damon was more profound than ever. He stepped forward, his voice strained with emotion. "Elena, we shouldn't." But before he could finish, Damon interjected, a smirk playing on his lips. "Let her explore, Stefan. Maybe this time, the darkness will set her free." The shadows seemed to close in around them, intensifying the drama of the moment. The struggle for Elena's heart deepened, intertwining with the growing threat from the hidden coven, teasing the fragility of their relationships as they faced what lingered beneath the surface. The atmosphere in Mystic Falls was thick with tension, as Mara's manipulation of the townspeople began to take shape. Whispers of fear filled the air, spreading like wildfire. Elena felt the change in the mood, the dark cloud looming over her and the brothers. She sensed the danger, and it pulled her further into the conflict, binding her closer to Damon and Stefan. One evening, Elena found herself alone with Damon in the dim light of the Salvatore mansion. The air was electric, filled with unsaid words and unfulfilled desires. Damon stepped closer, his gaze locking onto hers, igniting a fire deep within her. "You feel it too, don't you?" he murmured, his breath warm against her skin. "Feel what?" she replied, her voice barely above a whisper, her heart pounding in her chest. But even as she spoke, she could sense the chemistry, the magnetic pull that consistently drew her to him despite her lingering feelings for Stefan. Before she could process her emotions, Damon cupped her face in his hands, his lips crashing onto hers with a passion that took her breath away. She melted into him, every ounce of doubt dissolving as fire surged through her. The kiss was intoxicating, filled with desperation and longing, a temporary escape from the chaos outside. But just as quickly, guilt flooded in. Elena pulled away, breathless and conflicted. That's when Stefan arrived, having overheard their passionate encounter. Pain flashed across his face, slicing through the air between them. "Elena, is this what you really want?" he asked, his voice strained. "Stefan," she began, but the words evaporated on her lips as the shadows around them deepened, signaling that the darkness was only just beginning its reign over Mystic Falls. Mara's influence was seeping further into their lives, testing the very bonds that tied them together, spinning a web of betrayal that would leave them all reeling. The air crackled with tension as the showdown approached, a storm brewing just beyond the horizon. Mystic Falls had never felt so alive, with danger and desperation. Elena stood at the center of it all, torn between two worlds, each brother embodying a different aspect of her heart. The ancient artifact, now uncovered, pulsed with a dark energy, drawing Mara and her coven closer, hungry for retribution. As twilight fell, the moon hung low, illuminating the clearing where destiny awaited. Damon surged forward, his eyes burning with passion and fury. "Tonight we end this, Elena," he declared, his voice low and resolute. Beside him, Stefan looked equally determined, braced for battle, yet desperate to protect the woman they both loved. Elena could feel the heat of their desires, their conflicting emotions spilling out like a torrent. "I can't lose either of you," she cried, caught in the whirlwind of love and fear. But before she could grasp her emotions, Mara emerged from the shadows, her presence imposing, eyes alight with hatred. "You will pay for the blood of my family," Mara hissed, unleashing her power, sending shockwaves through the air. The brothers instinctively shielded Elena, their bodies colliding as they braced for the impact. Each blast of magic ignited sparks of desire within them, a painful reminder of their complex bond. As the battle escalated, love turned to chaos, and every secret was laid bare. Damon fought with rage, his heart in turmoil as Elena watched, unable to intervene. Stefan, meanwhile, battled his inner demons, pushing his feelings aside to protect them both. The energy energy of the artifact surged, revealing the scars of the past, forcing all of them to confront not just Mara, but themselves. Finally, in a pivotal moment of unison, the brothers joined forces, channeling the artifact's power through their bond. With a fierce yell, they launched a combined attack, shaking the ground beneath them. The darkness cracked as light poured in, changing the course of their lives forever, leaving behind scarred hearts and shattered loyalties, but also new beginnings in